The third secret to a more connected family in the 21st century are limits. We must put on the brakes as it relates to technology. Do you realize that the iPad was first produced and made public in 2010? That wasn't that long ago. And not only that, we're just now beginning to understand what the technologies are doing to the brain. In addition, how they're also disconnecting us from our families, from our spouses, from our kids, and from our friends and loved ones, and from the community at large. Though we're more connected technologically than we've ever been before, research shows that we're more socially isolated than we've ever been before. That's a cause for concern. So what are some of the limits that we can set? I want to talk about 3 important documents that I think will help you in setting limits within your family. Number 1 is the Family Media Agreement. This is an agreement that you as parents use with your children and your teenagers, and you sit down and you connect the dots with what technologies are being used, what screens are being used in the house, how often, and where screens are interrupting your family life, where screens are interrupting your relationships. And you have a family meeting together. And you can set this family meeting based upon your own family. I would personally suggest you have the first family meeting, which may not be completely resolved in one sitting, but you might have to take a couple nights in a row to sit down and hash out the family media agreement and the limits that you're going to set as a family and discuss them and talk about them. But then I would suggest at least once a month sitting down together with your family and reevaluating the family media agreement. What's working? What's not working? Where are we struggling? And is it working? Do we need to set more strict limits than what we already are? Are we finding that it's actually connecting us even more than it had in the past? Now, here's what I would recommend. Some of the limits. No phones during meal times. I know of one becoming more common practice among groups of people is putting cell phones in the middle of the table, and whoever's the first person to pick up a cell phone has to pay the bill. Now, I know that isn't going to necessarily work for your kids because it's still going to come out of your pocket. Do not allow technology to be a placemat at the table. Get it out of sight completely. First limit that I think is so extremely important. Number 2, have a family tech zone. A zone where everything is docked in your home. Not only that, that's the zone that your kids and you are able to be on the computer so that everybody sees what people are on at a particular time. It really creates an accountability, not only for your kids, but for you as well. This is also the docking station for phones, iPads, and the like overnight, so that we're not sleeping with our phones connected to us right next to our bed. I would challenge you, go back to the traditional alarm clock. Use a landline phone for family emergencies. Whatever that looks like, simply keep your phones docked at a family tech station within the home. I would also recommend having a 24-hour fast day from technology. My wife and I choose Saturday sundown to Sunday sundown to be tech-free in the home. I don't know what that balance looks like for your family, but discuss these limits with your kids. And also, don't just set the limits with your kids. Have the conversation with them. Listen to them. Remember, understand in order to be understood. Listen to where they are with their technologies. The second document is a family tech schedule, where you can literally set a schedule for when technologies are used. One other tech limit that could be set is that cell phones can only be used as cell phones after a particular time, say 5 o'clock, when everybody's home. That cell phones are only used for cell phones. No texting, no internet, no applications. That we get outside, that we play board games, that we do activities, not stay connected on the phone. And then finally is an ENUP, a marital electronic nuptial agreement that you and your spouse have set. Because remember, your kids model what you do. Set it in your marriage first, and your kids will come to understand the importance for their own lives. Don't have your cell phones plugged in next to your bed. Get an alarm clock. Don't drive. Make an agreement with one another to not text and drive or use the phone and drive. Not only is it a physical safety measure, it's also a safety measure for your marriage as well. Because you can rest assured that your spouse is paying attention when driving. Also, with your spouse, after the kids are down, if you have toddlers or infants, make a rule to connect with one another for a certain period of time before going off to other screens, before going off to a TV, before going off to social media. Make a vow, an agreement to connect with one another before going to technology. These are just some of the limits that you can set within your home. But set these 3 documents up and begin setting limits and get more connected to your family in the 21st century.